Happy Sunday, Rosies. Today we are going to have a very relaxed vlog hanging out in the garden because spring is springing, it's blooming, it's absolutely beautiful, and we're going to head in the kitchen to make some delightful spring treats and get excited because I'm dressed like this because next week's vlog is going to be at Scarborough Renaissance Festival. How sad is it that my azaleas are blooming when we've had a cold snap? I do try to host a lot of garden parties and garden lunches and dinners and things when they are blooming, and they don't bloom for terribly long. So I'm really sad because it is absolutely freezing, but at least y'all can appreciate them with me. Speaking of cold snap, I just had to show you guys my vegetable garden. This is pretty crazy. I have been gardening for 14 years. I've had a vegetable garden, and I do not think I have ever had to cover it. It's never been this cold in April that I can think of where it's been. I mean, I would need to check on that, but I do usually start my vegetables in, I would say, late March because our freeze date is mid-March. And tomatoes don't set fruit if it's hotter than 95, right? So you really need to get it going early in Texas, which is fine because it's normally quite warm here. And it will be colder in the spring, but never like cover your vegetables cold. But my gosh, it is literally the low overnight is 30 degrees. So we're going to see how the veggies fare. This is new, and hopefully they'll be fine. Well, somebody's looking awfully ready for bed. He just literally crawled right up to the pillow next to me and flopped over like this. How cute can a boy be? Oh my gosh. You look awfully sleepy. Fun fact, you guys, I have been making crepes for years and years and years. I have a whole crepe maker and went through a major crepe phase in my 20s and somehow have never posted my crepe recipe on the Rose table until now. I am so excited for you guys to try this. Look at how perfect. I'm so happy. Pansies are still going strong. It is still chilly enough. You can see there's even lots of new buds and then some that we need to deadhead. Always important when they're spent to keep them blooming and fresh and beautiful. Look at all of my chocolate mint has come back. There's some weeds in there I need to pull, but I absolutely miss this stuff when it's gone. Oh my gosh, I literally have bouquets of it all over my house for like 10 months out of the year. I admit I did go a little petunia crazy, but they're so fun. This is one petunia. All the pink right here is one petunia. We have the white, fluffy one, purple and white, yellow. This adorable one you just saw me get in another vlog. Too fun. This stuff has woken up. This is a Rose of Sharon, has just woken up. I can't wait to see it blooming. So exciting. And would y'all look at my azaleas? I'm so obsessed. Every year I say I'm going to buy more azaleas. This is in a container. Can you imagine? Like, I keep debating if I should plant it, mainly because my other azalea almost died because the squirrels last year kept like basically pulling it up and like gnawing on the roots, and it still bloomed. Like, look at this. Looks terrible, but it still bloomed. This is quite satisfying for gardeners to see. So this is my olive tree, and it was not happy at all. And I pulled it into the house for the winter because it's just in too big of a pot. It is way too heavy to be pulling back and forth if there's a freeze. So it was very unhappy and dropped some leaves over here. But you can see how thrilled she is to be back outside, there's just so much new growth on the olive tree. We love to see it. And then in this little bed, I'm just obsessed. You might have heard me say this in my other video, but I did not plant this year anyway any of this dianthus. This all was planted last year and completely died back, and now came back. So that's very exciting. And I'm already, so this is coleus, different colors of coleus. And I am obsessed with this stuff. It gets quite large, and it was truly just so show-stopping last year when everything else in the garden was really struggling in August. It just kept growing and growing. It was so huge and showy. This stuff has already doubled in size from when I planted it, so that's a very good sign. I'm just obsessed. If you want an easy keeper, it isn't annual, so it does die every single year. You have to replant it, but it's worth it. I absolutely love this stuff. Look at how beautiful. That's probably my favorite, but we're trying out some new varieties this year. I'm considering rearranging back here. So right now I have my dining table, hammock, and then another table. And on my fire pit patio, I have some lounge furniture and my fire pit. And I'm considering, mainly because when I was filming my Snow White tea party, I moved a bunch of stuff around, moved a bunch of furniture, and I decided I actually really liked that setup. So I'm considering moving the hammock to where the table and chairs is, moving the table and chairs off to the current fire patio, and then bringing the fire pit patio furniture, like the lounge area, and setting it up sort of across from the butterfly bench. So we'll see. We might rearrange together. If you are in a garden mood because things are blooming, then you have got to make some white sangria. This is actually an elderflower sangria, perfect for springtime. This is my new obsession for spring. How beautiful. Of course, you do not have to top it with edible flowers, but why the heck not if you have so many in the garden? This is so light and refreshing. I am officially obsessed. Next up, let's make delicious spring rolls with edible flowers and peanut sauce. So first things first, I'm prepping my ingredients, and I am about to cook some vermicelli rice noodles. These are super easy. You literally just boil them for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you drain and rinse them under cold water. So here are our ingredients ready to go. We have our cooked and cooled, very cold to the touch, vermicelli noodles. We have some edible pansies and dianthus from the garden. We also have mint and basil from the garden, some avocado, some leaf lettuce, some cucumber, and shredded carrots. And now we're going to fix our spring roll wrappers. This feels ridiculous to do. This is a clean towel, fresh from the cabinet, so it's been recently laundered. And then I just literally ran it under water and wrung it out. So this is now a damp towel, trust me. Hopefully y'all can see this. I have filled a shallow plate with water, and then we have our damp towel over here. I don't have a ton of room to work, but hopefully this will be fine. Then I'm just gonna open my little spring roll packet here, and I'm gonna take out one sheet, the wrapper. Absolutely perfect. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to soak it in water, like submerge it in this shallow plate of water for 20 to 25 seconds. I'm gonna be quiet while I do that because I'm literally gonna be counting. That will get it started in softening, and then we're gonna finish it on, well, we're gonna fill it on the damp paper towel, which will actually continue to soften it. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 25, 1,000. Now I'm going to pick this guy up. It almost disappears. Hopefully, let me move y'all a little bit. First, we're gonna take green leaf lettuce, and we're going to put it kind of right there. Gonna take some of our vermicelli noodles. I love these, so I always put a ton on. Then I think next we will do, let's do some carrots, shredded carrot. Next, I think. It fills up faster than you think it's going to. Okay, then we're gonna take a couple of cucumber pieces. All right, and then, whoopsie, nice little piece of avocado. Do we dare try to fit 2 pieces of avocado? Let's try it. Let me wash real quick. Can y'all still see? Oh, you're kind of, sorry, cutting y'all off a little bit. Okay, was noch? All right, then we're going to take a nice big piece of basil and a nice big piece of mint. This is from my garden, super, super fresh. If your mint is smaller, then of course, you know, do less. And then what do we think? I think for this one, I'm just gonna do that. Everyone pray for me. Oh no. Now I'm not going to be able to do this under the pressure of filming. Okay, we perhaps overfilled it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, now we're gonna whisk together a super quick, delicious peanut sauce. And I do feel like I'm gonna get hate for this, but I'm sorry. It starts with 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm not gonna make any friends with this on the internet, but it's delicious. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Ooh. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I do prefer the less sodium kind, but to each their own. This is where it starts getting messy. We've got 1.5 tablespoons of peanut butter. That's about a tablespoon. And about half a tablespoon. Okay, 2 teaspoons of rice wine vinegar. And then my favorite ingredient, which is half a teaspoon of sesame oil. I am literally obsessed with, oh my God, it smells like heaven. And then last but not least, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. And we're just gonna give that a little whisk. Okay, lots of whisking later. Nice, smooth peanut sauce. Looks amazing. Should we give it a little test? It's just us tonight. Oh my God, absolutely perfect. All right, so here's our little plate. And then I'm just gonna pour in that delicious, woo, hello, peanut sauce. Yum! And there you go. Spring rolls with edible flowers. I even stuck some dianthus in that delicious peanut sauce. Yum! Y'all, how cute are these for springtime? Are you kidding me? Yeah. This is just such a beautiful dish for springtime. Well, that's all for me this week, guys. If y'all had fun hanging out with me today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because next week we're going to Scarborough Renaissance Festival.